Hello, welcome to my channel. We have been solving this past exams. So right now we have this mathematics pure math 1 from May June 2024. So we have solved few questions in some previous videos. So today I'm going to solve question number, I believe, 9 and 10. Yes, this is question number 9 we are going to solve today. Okay, so this curve is given by the expression y equal to 1 over 5x minus 4 power 1/3. Okay, and this point is 2.4 and this is 1, y is equal to 1 over here. Okay, so the idea is that if this shaded region, if it is rotated around x-axis, it will make a volume, right? So in fact, it will be a hollow cylindrical type of volume. Okay, so we need to find that volume. Okay, interesting. So consider a thin plate over here, right? A very thin plate whose width is just dx. Okay, and when this thin plate is rotated around x-axis, you can imagine that it will form a disk. Okay, let me show you what do I mean. So this is my x-axis and it will be a disk around it. This bigger radius is 1, this one, and the inner radius is this function, this value. Okay, does it make sense or no? When I rotate this thin vertical strip around x-axis, it will make a disk like this. So this disk has a width of dx only, right? So this width is dx, and this is the shape of this. So what's the volume of this disk? Okay, so first of all, let's try to find the area of this surface. Okay, so that surface area is the bigger circle is pi r square and r is 1. So this is just 1 pi 1 square, and minus the smaller one is going to be pi and this square. So this is 1 over 5x minus 4 and it's power 2 by 3 because it is 1 by 3. When I make square, it will become 2 by 3. Okay, so this is the area of this disk, and when I multiply this thing with dx, it will become the volume of this thin disk. And when I integrate this expression from 1 to 2.4, because the value of x is 1 here and the value of x is 2.4 here. So when I integrate it from 1 to 2.4, this will give me the volume which is they're asking me to calculate. Okay, I hope you should have no problem up to this point. So if this is clear, then let's go ahead of this one. So so the volume is equal to the integral from 1 to 2.4, and it is pi minus pi over 5x minus 4 power 2 by 3, and this whole thing integrated with dx. Okay, so this is what we did before. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay. Okay, now how will I solve this integration? So can I write it like this? Pi integral 1 to 2.4 dx minus pi integral and 5x minus 4 power minus 3 by 2 dx and from 1 to 2.4. Okay. Now the integral of this part is 5. So I put 5 here and divide by 5 here. No problem. Okay, so this first integral is pi and integration is x only, and I have the limits from 1 to 2.4. minus pi by 5. And when I integrate this part, it has power minus 2 by 3 and its complete derivative there. So power plus 1. So 5x minus 4 power. So minus 2 by 3 plus 1 is 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 3. And it has limits from 1 to 2.4. No problem. So let me do it here. So pi, and when I put upper limit, it's 2.4 minus 1. And here I have pi by 5. And this 1 by 3 will make 3 by 1 here. And when I put upper limit, 2.4 times 5 minus 4, it becomes 8. So 8 power 1 by 3. Minus, when I put lower limit, 5 times 1 is 5, minus 4 is 1, 1 power 1 by 3. Okay, so this will become 1.4 pi minus, this is 3 by 5 means 0 0.6. 0 0.6 pi, am I right? Yeah, 3. And 8 power 1 by 3 is 2, and 1 power 1 by 3 is 1. The 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer is 1.4 minus 0 0.6 into pi, and that would be 0.8. 0.8 pi. So that is the volume of this shape when it is rotated around x-axis. Okay, I hope you understand the whole logic of this question. It was interesting, right? Okay, let's move on to question number 10 now. Okay, so we are given the equation of a circle, and that equation is this one. Let me write the equation again. It is x minus 3 square plus y square equals 18. I will write it as 18 square root and it's square. So from this expression, we can imagine that we are talking about a circle whose center is at 3, 0. So 1, 2, 3, and here is the circle, center of the circle. And 18 under root is somewhere 4 and between 4 and 5. So its radius is 3, a little bit more than 3. So it's 4, but less than, sorry, yeah, more than 4, sorry. It's a little bit more than 4, but less than 5. So it is somewhere here maybe. So this is the circle generally, right? Uh, okay. And then we are given another point, 0 minus 9. So 0 minus 9 is somewhere here. 0 minus 9. And this center is 3 at 0. Right? Now you can imagine I can make two straight lines which are passing through this point and which are tangent to the circle. One is like this and one is something like this. Oh my goodness, I'm not good in making line, especially in this hardware. Right? So these are the two equation, two straight lines they are talking about. And we have to find the point of intersection, this point and this point. Okay, now let's see. The equation of this straight line is given by y equal to this one. Since this equation is passing through this point, so let's try make this equation. It is y. Okay, sorry. When we know we are trying to find the equation of a straight line which is passing through this point, 0 minus 9, and its slope is m. Slope is not known. Okay, so remember the formula is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So y minus y1 is minus 9, so it will become plus 9 equals m, and x minus x1 is 0. So this is mx only. So I can write it as y equals mx minus 9. So this is the equation of a straight line with the unknown slope but passing through this point. And we have one circle. Okay, so the point of intersection of this straight line and this circle would be, you can imagine it's going to be x minus 3 square plus y square would be mx minus 9 and its square and equal to 18, right? So the solution of this equation will give me the value of x where these two things, the circle and this straight line, are intersecting with each other. Okay, so let's try to see what does it mean. Okay, if I try to simplify this expression, it's going to be, or expand this square, it is x square minus 6x plus 9, and this is going to be m square x square minus 18 mx and plus 81 minus 18 equal to 0. Am I right? So if I collect the like terms, it is going to be 1 plus m square times x square, and then minus 18x, minus 18mx, and minus 6x. So if I take minus, um, let's say 6 common as well, so it is x and plus 3m, sorry, it is not x, I should just write 1 here. Okay, 3m and x. So it will become minus 6x and minus 18mx, right? Okay, and then lastly we have 81 minus 18 plus 9, right? So it is 81 minus 18 and plus 9. It gives you 72. Okay, plus 72 equals 0. Okay, you can see this is the quadratic equation in x, right? So for any given value of m, right, this is the quadratic equation, and it should have two solutions, right? Now, uh, you know that quadratic equation may have two solutions, it may have one solution, or it may have no real solution, right? So that is the case when for different values of m. So it is possible that m has a value such that this straight line passes through the circle at 2 points, intersect the circle at 2 points, right? So this quadratic equation will be two solutions. If it is passing through like a tangent line, then this quadratic equation should give you only one solution. And if it is not touching the circle going from here, right? So in that case, there will be no real solution for this equation. Okay. Now you remember, if we find the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, that tells us that whether this quadratic equation will have one solution or two solutions or no real solution, right? So let's try to find the discriminant of this quadratic equation. B squared would be 36 and 1 plus 3m squared. Okay, this is my b square. Minus 4a is 1 plus m squared, and c is 72, right? So if my discriminant is equal to 0, that means I will have only one solution, and that one solution corresponds to the tangent line which intersects the circle at only one point. Okay, so let's try to simplify this equation. It is 36. By the way, if I divide everything by 4, it will become 9 only. So 9, and if I open this bracket, it is 1 plus 6m plus 9m squared. And from here, sorry, what did I do? Oh, hold on a second. I could have done something better here. Okay, what I'm trying to do, if I divide it by 36, so it is 1 plus 3m square minus 36 times, this is 2, it will be 8 into 1 plus m squared. equals 0. So it's much simpler now. Okay, 1 plus 6m plus 9m squared and minus 8m squared equals 0. So 9m squared minus 8m squared is simply m squared, and plus 6m, and 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Okay, did I include everything? Yes. Yeah. Okay. And this equation, what is this? M squared plus 6m minus 7. You can see I can make it, I can factorize it, m plus 7 and m minus 1. Am I right? First of all, 7 times minus 1 is minus 7, and plus 7m and minus 1m will give you plus 6m. Yes. Okay, so m has two values, 1 and minus 7. Okay, interesting. So I can imagine that this line will have a slope m equal to 1, and this line is just much more steeper and it's negative side, so it has a slope of negative 7. Okay, so we solved part of the problem where we were asked to find the slopes of the two lines, right? Find the two possible values of m. Okay, so this is what we did. Okay, and for each value of m, find the coordinate of the point at which the tangent touches the circle. Okay, so if m is equal to 1, okay, if m is equal to 1, what is the coordinate of this point? This one. Okay, so what's the coordinate of this one? Because this line corresponds to m equal to 1. Okay, so how can we find a coordinate of this point? We can find that by solving this equation, right? Solving this equation with m equal to plus 1. Okay, because this equation was giving you the solution of the straight line and the tangent line. Sorry, the straight line and the circle, right? And if I put m equal to 1, then definitely this equation will give you only one solution, and that will be the tangent x coordinate of the point of intersection of the tangent line. Okay, so let's see. So if m equal to 1, then my equation will become x minus 3 square plus, and when m is equal to 1, it is x minus 9 square equal to 18, right? I'm talking about this equation when m is substituted as 1. Okay, so let's see. If I open it, it's x square minus 6x plus 9, and then plus x square minus 18x plus 81 minus 18 equal to 0. So this will be simplified as x square plus x square. It is 2x square, and minus 6x minus 18x. It is minus 24x, and 81 minus 18 plus 9. It is 72 equal to 0. If I divide everything by 2, it will become x square minus 12x and plus 36. And you can see this is a complete square. It is x minus 6 square. Okay, x square minus 12x and plus 36. Yes. So this is equal to okay, equal to 0. So this is equal to 0, and you can see this gives you a single solution, which is x equal to 6. Okay, so this point has a x coordinate of 6. How can I find the y coordinate? I can substitute in this equation, remember? Okay, so the value of y would be m is 1 into x and minus, sorry, uh, I'm sorry, let me, Okay, so y is equal to mx. M is 1 and x is 6. So 6 times 1 is 6 and minus 9. So it is minus 3. So the point of intersection is x equal to 6 and y equal to minus 3. Okay, so this is the point where I'm talking about here. This is 6 and minus 3. This is the point of intersection of the tangent line with slope m equal to 1 and it is tangent to the circle. Okay, now let's find the second equation, second intersection point. Okay, so again I will do that if m equal to minus 7, then my equation will be x minus 3 square and plus, now what's the second equation? This time it is going to be a little bit more complicated. I have this equation, yes, mx minus 9, right? So m is minus 7, so it will be minus 7x and minus 9 and its square equal to 80. Remember last time I have this expression, now I have this one. The difference is because of the m value. M is 1 here, is minus 7 here. Okay, no problem. We will expand it. So first expression is the same one. It will give me x squared minus 6x plus 9. And this square will give me uh, 49x squared minus 9, 7, that's 63. 63 times 2, 126. 120, and it is plus because they're both plus by the square. Okay, 126x and plus 81 and minus 18 equal to 0. Okay, I hope you are following all the calculation and all the algebra here. Okay, so you see x square plus x, 49x square, it will become 50x square, right? And then 126x minus 6x, it will become 120x. Okay, and 81 minus 18 plus 9, it is 72. We did this thing 2 times before, right? Okay, so if I divide by 2 everything, it will become 25x squared minus 60x and plus 36 equal to 0. And you can see that this thing looks like 5x minus 6 is squared. Because when I open it, this is going to be 25x squared and 36, and it is 5 times 3, 5 times 6 is 30, 30 times 2 is 60, yes. And this will give you a single solution, though it was a quadratic equation, right? It is a quadratic equation, but it will give you a single solution because we chose the value of m in such a way that it will give you single solution. Okay, so that single solution is 5x equal to 6 or x equal to 6 over 5. Okay, 1 second. Uh, Sorry, this was plus 120, so this is plus. Okay, so it is going to be plus here. And my solution is negative here. It is negative 6 by 5. Sorry. Okay, so this is the value of x, and now I can find the value of pi by substituting it in this equation. Remember, we have equation y is equal to mx minus 9. The equation of the straight line is mx minus 9. Yeah, mx minus 9. Okay, so I know that the value of m is minus 7 and x is minus 6 over 5 and minus 9. So how much is this all? I will have minus 1 plus 42 divided by 5 and minus 9. So it's minus 5 by 3. Sorry, minus 3 by 5. minus 3 by 5. Okay, so my coordinates of the other point is minus 6 by 5 and minus 3 by 5. Okay, so this is the intersection point, the other intersection point. Okay, I hope you follow all the steps and all the logics of this question, and I hope you understand everything and you enjoyed everything. So if these videos are beneficial to you, then I will appreciate if you can subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.